So let's do this. So share with me first in terms of what are some of the challenges that you feel that you are actually experiencing. Even though you just a startup, what are some of the challenges that you think when it comes to your business, marketing, anything, just throw it up.
I'm going to say sometimes it's the mental chatter of who would be listening, what would be listening, why would they listen to me? You know, that kind of content that you struggle with in how you're going to put that out there, and then you don't because you pull back. That's something I have struggled with.
Right. Thanks for sharing that. Have you guys, anyone else having that experience also? That inner voice inside you telling yourself that you're not good enough, don't do it, people will laugh at you, people will judge you. You know, if you spend so much time doing all this stuff, what do you get? What result that you gain? You know, it's just wasting your time. Have you had that chatterbox in you? Have you had that experience? What are the challenges? Others. Let's explore this together. It's very important because later I will connect in terms of the strategy, because today our pre-learning session, because this pre-learning session will get you more ready with my marketing masterclass next week, because I wanted to help you to see that connection and get you more ready, because you are today, I'm helping you with your self-awareness. Okay. So what are the challenges that you feel is happening?
There's so many things.
Throw one. Give me, just throw one.
Well, I know that what I have in hand now is really, it can help a lot of people, and a lot of people need it. It's just, I don't want to be like a hard sell. I don't want to become a salesman. I want to help them. I want to know that I'm sincere to help them.
Yeah.
And at the same time, helping myself at the same time. I think the world needs it now, because with COVID-19 is getting serious, especially in Malaysia. Every day is more than 10,000. I don't know where we are going, and the rate is increasing. So a lot of people really need this. So how do I go about to tell them that I try to help you instead of selling you something else? So
very good
that's
question, Jimmy, and very good in terms of your curiosity as well. So what you are actually thinking is almost resonate with what I'm thinking also. You know, I'm a business owner as well, so I know where you come from, and you know that feelings, you know, that frustration. It's not just frustration, but also thinking like, what is the best technique? Because what you're asking is more about matching. You know, how are you going to match with your right ideal market? Because you do not want to attract everybody, because your product is not for everyone, isn't it? It's for people that you believe that really need your support or your service or your products whatsoever.
Correct.
Can you see how that actually resonates? That's connected.
Yep.
Okay, so these are some of the challenges where I would just love to share with you guys, so that again it brings that self-awareness, because the moment when you always been going through all these challenges, at least you know how to handle it, either mentally, physically, whatever. Would that be okay?
Yep.
Because one thing that I just want to share with you guys, when we talk about marketing, this is based on my experience, and also when I help many of my clients, because I can see the result differ. It's not just depending on that individual, but sometimes you have to look at the circumstances as well. So number one challenges is where is I would like to say is that one size doesn't fit all. What does it mean? It's like when you, hi Hasina, how are you? Oh, so good to see you again. So yeah, later we'll get Hasina to share, you know, or you have any question, you just let me know, okay, Hasina? So one size doesn't fit all in marketing. I'm talking about marketing here, even though, you know, you have learned all this technique, all this system, all the strategy, because everything that you learn in business is all about system. What does system mean? System means it's a step-by-step basis. What do you need to start first? What do you need to start second? It needs to have a step, just like when you are baking cake. So how come some people bake cake and it looks so fluffy, it looks so yummy, and it tastes yummy? And how come your cake is like so stiff and too hard? It's because we are using the wrong step. You know what I mean? However, going back into one of the challenge, one size doesn't fit all, is because even though you already have that strategy, the marketing that you learn, or you got it from online courses whatsoever, you still need to tweak. you still need to change here and there. You know, sometimes you purchase, you know, like a ready-made clothes. Sometimes it just doesn't fit on certain side, and you have to alter a bit here and there. So same goes with marketing as well, guys. So that's the reason sometimes, like Nurul I was saying just now, I posted here and there why people are not interested with my products whatsoever. Because Nurul, you need to tweak, you need to change, you need to adjust certain things. So this is why I'm going to help you guys a bit more so that you become more aware what to adjust, how to adjust and everything, isn't it? So it's very important first, aware, you know. So I always help this with my client. Okay, so if your step number 1 is not working, let's go back and see what is going on. What is happening? Okay, so you post something in Facebook, how many viewers that you get? And then you post another again tomorrow. Did you make a comparison? How come this got more viewers than this one? Something interesting here. Probably the image, or probably the color, or probably the message that I put across might be different. Can you see that? So it's more about, we have to be more adventurous, you know, allowing ourselves to always be playful when it comes to marketing. It cannot be just one specific concept. Okay, I use that. All right, it works for my mentor. So I'll just use that blueprint. I use it for myself. Bam, it all happened. It doesn't work that way. You still have to change around here and there, because every single one of you guys have different niche market. Even though I'm a business coach, let's say for instance, like Janice is also a business coach, but we both might have different market. They have different problems. They have different needs, different issues. You know what I mean? So this is number 1 where I would love to help you guys to have that, bring that awareness level. Okay, so you got this system, yes, learn, but you got to start tweaking it, because whatever result that you want to get, let's say for instance, I wanted to increase sales by 10%, but you need to see what are the factor, the variables that you are actually using to help to increase that 10% of sales. So did you do any live videos? Probably, right? For example, even if you do that live video, how did you do it? What did you say? What message did you bring in? Is this making sense? Because result, let's say Janice want to get 10% result of your sales. I wanted to get 10% result of my sales. However, how I communicate with my market is different, because Janice has her own personality. I've got my own personality. Janice has her own different content. I've got different content. Can you see? Even though I know that Nurul Ain, you are selling that Allura, and I can see so many people are selling Alluras. Alluras is the, I don't know, it's like a pants, right?
Yeah, networking business. It's like a compression pen with a far infrared technology.
Exactly. Yeah. So
the
thank you
main
for sharing
problem
that.
because that is too expensive for mostly people.
Yeah.
I always start when I want to close sale. I say, oh my God, what happened? They suddenly disappear.
Okay. So which means that, just imagine Nurul Ain is selling Allura pens. So you just imagine how many people out there are selling Allura pens, because Allura pens is like international, worldwide. It's not just in Australia. So this is another thing that I want you guys to have this understanding. People purchase not because of your products, no matter how good your product is.
Choose me. They choose
They
me.
purchase because they choose you. They love you. So how come? Nurul Ain is one of the person who's selling Allura. There are like thousands of people are selling. And how come they are selling their products and people purchase? Whereas you guys are selling the same product. What makes you different is you. Is it making sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say we also, when we build the rapport, and it's in the building of rapport that really brings the connection in. People have to know you, they have to like you, they have to trust you.
Exactly.
And that's across the board for everything. So, you know, it's taken 8 years for me to get a 500 following. And I'm seeing just, so, you know, it's because I've had to get to know me to be able for them to get to like, know and trust me.
100%. Awesome sharing. Thank you so much, Janice. So which is that, secondly, in marketing, for you, once you have that system in place, even though it might not reach or get the result yet, you just have to keep on hitting it until you get it. You know, have you experienced playing, for instance, like basketball? You know, you wanted to throw that ball, so that it goes into the net. How many times that you have to do the same thing over and over again until the ball goes inside the net? How many times? How many times Thomas Edison? How many times he has been tweaking and doing until he got the result? 1,000 times. So what I'm trying to say, guys, you guys are all already have all the resources already there. The reason why so many people wouldn't be able to achieve that goal is because you do not want to throw that ball multiple times. They do not want to do the same thing over and over again. Why?
It's mean not consistent.
Okay, so why are you not being consistent? Throwing that ball. The same thing over and over again. Thomas Edison is doing the same thing for 1,000 times.
I think for me, my problem is I'm easy to give up.
And I totally resonate with that, Nurul Ain, and the rest as well. Easily to give up is why? Because the feeling of frustration, because people have this perspective to become a successful entrepreneur is not about instant gratification, guys.
No.
It's a delayed gratification. You cannot see the success today, even though sometimes people might say, hey, join this business. You're going to get super fast result, or you can make so much money. You can get the Mercedes in just 3 months whatsoever. I mean, like for myself in business, it's fluctuate. Even though this month you might make 10,000, I can guarantee next month it becomes like only 1,000. However, if you have that strategy right, and you keep on shooting, shoot until you reach that point, the middle point, the target, bam, now I know the system. That is the system for me. That is the right thing for me. And then you keep going using it. And then after that, when you wanted to grow your business, you use the same system to your team members. So the moment when you hire new people, you use that same system that I'm using. Don't change it. Just use the system because it's already given me the result. Can you guys see that? So therefore, what I'm trying to say here, guys, is I wanted to, to support you, to help you, because I've seen throughout my journey, I've been hitting that. It doesn't go through yet. It doesn't. But still, sometimes it goes, sometimes it's not again. So the most important thing is be curious with yourself. Right, what went wrong this time? Okay, so last time I hit, it goes in. How come this time it doesn't go in? What is happening? Make sense to everybody? Yep. All good? Yeah. Any questions? And the last thing, one of the challenges that sometimes we feel, we feel in ourselves that we are not good enough is because we are trying to compare ourselves with a big giant company also, or people who already in business for many, many years, 10 years, 20 years, whatsoever. Please do not compare yourself with a big giant company, and please do not make that as something so fearful to you, feeling that, oh my God, I'm done. It's too competitive. There's too many people in the market selling aloe vera. Hasina, what are you doing now, Hasina? Would that be okay if I ask a question from you? Oh, I can't hear you. You have to.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, nothing at the moment. So with the COVID situation, everything it's going slow. So yeah. So
yeah,
hoping...
no problem at all. So you are very curious to learn more about marketing, yeah?
Yes.
Yes. Find some ideas. All right. So which means that I just want to give you a bit more understanding, when it comes about competitions and everything, as what you guys are saying with all this COVID pandemic, yes, I totally agree. Your business must pivot online, no matter what. Whether you like it or not, because this will not change back to the old situation. It will not. It will go into a new norm now. As what we are doing now, doing training online and everything. So even though you feel uncomfortable, you got to push yourself a bit more, guys.
Push.
So that's the reason why it's so important in business. I always keep on saying this over and over again. It's so hard to do it alone by yourself. It's too hard. You really need the support, especially with all this pandemic. And if you look at all this technology, it's moving so rapidly, guys. The strategy is like changing every single day. It's just super crazy. However, I'm not going to scare you off because I have a very strong belief in a way that no matter what you want to do, if this is something that you're so passionate about, you know, you still want to go ahead with your business, you have that opportunity because every single one of you guys are unique. You are going to attract a unique market for you. You don't have to be popular, to be famous, to attract everyone. Just attract people who wanting to work together with you. To tell you guys the truth, I have experience working with people who are not the right match with me. What happened? What happened when it's not the right match for you?
It's ugly.
Oh, they will start finding fault. They will start blaming. They will start looking at all the negative things. Nothing is good. Everything needs to be improved whatsoever. Yeah, improvement is good. It's just that there's no match.
Correct.
How's that sitting with you guys?
Yep.
Is it helping a bit in terms of you can see how the bigger picture is? So the reason why I'm talking about pivoting online is because, again, of course, there's a strategy. As what Nurul Ain was saying just now. How come I post everything people don't see whatsoever? Okay. Because the most important thing, one thing that you got to understand, because of the technology, you know, things become so overcrowded. Did you realize that? It's too overcrowded in the online market. Have you had that thought, thinking like, how can I sell this? You know, like everybody was like selling this product. How can I make myself unique? Yeah.
Is it something that we all have our own, we all have our own essence, but how do we find that to be able to stand in our uniqueness? Is that what
Awesome.
you're referring to?
Love that. Exactly. Yeah. So how do you find your uniqueness? You know, people were talking about, you know, how to position yourself, how to make yourself different and everything. What do you guys think? Share with me.
Well, for me, it's actually about being able to reflect where my journey has gone to bring me where I am right here, right now. And Yasina's journey and Nurul's journey, they're all going to be different because my walk was unique on its own. So I'm starting to see that I've got to draw the reference from that to be able to share the story.
Awesome. So you're talking about the story. So that is amazing, Janice, because that is one of the factors where I am going to share in my masterclass program. And next week, so you guys all must register. So if you guys haven't registered, please register, because that uniqueness point where Janice was talking about story, yeah, especially like, for instance, like Nurul Ain was saying just now, how come these people is not engaging with me, those kind of thing. So I'm going to attach one of the factor is because of the story that you're going to bring. And I am going to teach you the structure on how to bring that story across to your specific market so that they feel attached, you know, with you. Yeah. Right. So now let's look in terms of, you know, like we have been talking about all this, you know, all these challenges and everything, because for me, I believe whatever it takes is in marketing, in business, as I mentioned just now, people purchase not because of your product, people purchase because of you. So what does that mean? Meaning that you got to now start learning how to build that relationship only with your target market. You don't have to build a relationship with everyone. Not everyone will be interested with your products or services. Even though sometimes we feel like, oh my God, our product is the best, you know, I can help so many people out there, but you got to be very critical here. Again, going back into the competition, because the technology is becoming too transparent. Do you know that you can actually see what other competitors are doing?
No.
But through the technology, you have the ability to even see some of the strategy that they are running, how, you know, they manage their campaign, you know, how they attract their markets, you know, even the price and everything is too competitive. This is what I mean, you know, so which means that your potential market has too many choices.
True.
So if they don't choose you, they have so many other choices. So how can you attract people who wanting to work together with you? Again, as what Janice was saying just now, your essence and everything. So this is the reason why today I wanted to help you guys a bit more. Yeah, to attract the market. Even though you are still small, guys, even though we are small, we can still make income. So I'm not joking, because this is based on my experience. Because sometimes people thought that, oh, I got to have like 10,000 followers, 20,000 followers. But if you have millions of followers and you are not converting, people are not purchasing a product from you, something is not right somewhere. Probably they're just interested just to watch you, but they don't see that you are giving values to them. When I say values, means like we as a business owner, you got to think, all right, people come to you with one reason. What's in it for me? Why do I care about your products? So you as a business owner, you got to start thinking how you can approach this person and help solve that specific problems to that specific target market. Is this making sense to everyone?
Yep.
So let me give you an example. So have you, I know all of you guys have experienced when you have that group photo. Have you taken group photo with your friends?
Yep.
So when you look at that group photo, who is the first person that you look at? Ourselves. Oh, look at my hair. Oh, look at how I dress up. Oh my God, I'm a bit plump here. You know, you're looking at yourself, correct? That is the psychology of human behavior. People are very obsessed about themselves. They even have conducted a study. The New York telecommunication company has conducted 500 conversations with people. They managed to calculate people using the word I 3,900 times.
Wow. Wow. That's like, look at me, 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 look at me.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say here, how important it is, guys, for us as a business owner to allow them to feel that, hey, listen to me, understand me. If you only have that ability when you speak to your target market, I understand that you're having this problem, and you make them feel special. You make them feel important. How? By just as simple as listening. Get them to speak, get them to talk. So most of the time when I do networking event whatsoever, I allow them to talk, or even when I have like discovery session, I'll just ask my potential market, share with me. So what's going on? You know, share with me. And then the moment when I ask the question, how do you feel? Oh my God, this person is so much interested with me. Because psychologically, human being, they want to be special. They want to feel the sense of belonging. And here we are still thinking about our products and everything. So that's why I always share this with all my clients. Stop talking about yourself. Stop talking about your products or everything. That one will be later. There's a strategy for it. Give that space and allow your target market, you know, to feel special when they are communicating with you. How's that resonating with everyone? Okay, how are you going to make that special? So if you haven't heard on my first pre-learning, so I think it's already in your email. If you couldn't get the email, then you just let me know. Then I'll send you the link again. Because in my first pre-learning, I teach specifically how to find your niche, how to identify your niche. Do you know what is niche?
Target market?
Yeah, target market. Very good, Hasina. So meaning that it must be very, very specific, because as I mentioned just now, because the technology is getting like this, the market is getting too overcrowded. So which means that if you were to target everyone, you will feel exhausted. Nobody is going to listen to you. It's too much noise out there. So you got to learn the art of languaging and speak to your only specific market. Can you see the difference when you speak to your 5-year-old girl and 60-year-old woman? Is there any different? So much different. It's not just the content. It's just not just about the topic that you speak. What else? Your tonality, your voice, your body language, how you listen. Is this making sense? Yeah. So go back and then have a look at the my pre-learning one on how to find your niche, because this is very, very interesting. So let's explore a bit in terms of niche. You know, for instance, like I went to Daniel Donuts, that is my favorite favorite donut, even though I know it's like, yes, so much sugar, those kind of thing, but I love the coffee and everything. The good thing about Daniel Donut, because they have like a niche. Do you know that there's one specific area where they only have vegan donut? So that is very interesting, because yeah, you can see like people sell donut everywhere, isn't it? How Daniel Donut being very targeted into a specific niche is because they are encouraging people who are vegan also be able to eat donut. And there are certain cookies. So that's why sometimes you feel like, hey, my cookies is the best cookies ever. How come some people is not purchasing my cookies? Because not everybody can eat your cookies. How about people who can't eat, only take gluten-free, or people who are vegetarian, they can't eat, or they are allergic to eggs and everything? Have you have that thought of like, this time I should make cookies for only people who are gluten-free or have allergy to peanuts whatsoever? Can you see how niche it is? Let's say, for instance, like I love one of these concepts where this woman, she's amazing. She's a ballerina. So when I was young, I learned ballet, and then after that I have to stop. So what this person did is she opened up a class, ballet for adult, 50 years and over. And you know what? Amazing. She changed the stigma and perspective, because people thought like ballerina is only for young girls, skinny girls, you have to wear this leotards and everything. Not anymore. She changed that perspective. And now when I look at her class, I wanted to join also. She's her niche is for women who wanted to start again, to learn ballet, even though at that specific age. They still can, because it's part of the exercise. It's kind of like a therapy as well. And you guys know what? She got such an amazing demand. Wow. Even though sometimes we do it class face-to-face, or sometimes do it online. Can you see how interesting it is? Marketing can be, business can be, if we know how to find that niche. Or even, for instance, like you want to teach people to play piano. There's so many sector, or there's so many demographic that you can choose, right? Because normally when we think about teaching people to play piano, it's only for small kids, young kids. So how about old generation? Can you still teach them? So these are the things that I would love you guys to start thinking and exploring. How is that sitting with you guys? All good?
Good.
More ideas now? More ideas coming?
Idea. I just wrote down a new idea.
New idea now.
Because I'm 60.
Awesome.
Actually, I just lost 5 kilos. I started to focus on my health. So I started my page Arturo to focus on health. So you just give me an idea. They are ballerina at 50, so reclaim your health at 60. So I may have a niche market over there. So exactly. This is something I'll be doing.
Yeah, probably Jimmy, only for men at your age. You only focus on men at your age, and probably you just have one specific class only for all men, so that you feel more free. Just like for myself, my niche market is actually for female entrepreneurs. So the moment when they join my group session, they feel so free. So free to talk about men. And also to talk about, of course, their business and everything. So these are the things that you have to start thinking. So Hasina, do you have any like specific products? Because I know last time you wanted to do Become. Is it Become?
Yes, yeah. Only female. Yeah. Female. Yeah. That's
So
why I say
you still can.
COVID and everything has changed.
Yeah. So what you can do, one of the strategy is where you can still attract people who wanted, for instance, like teach them how to do Become by themselves. So if you have that ability, like to support all the women out there, because, probably they have no idea what Become actually means, how is it affected their health. So you can start educating them. So you can start teaching them. Teach them in terms of, not just the technique, but okay, how to start, where to purchase all these products. So how to use it on me, those kind of things. So you can still tweak, even though it's online. You teach people, how to do it yourself. Okay. So now the second thing, the pre-learning today is where I'm going to help you guys more, because the topic here is how to speak to your market. So what's in your mind with the word how to speak to your market? Why is this coming to play? Why is it important? Why?
I think it's got something to do with, we know where we are at, and we can't push our stuff onto them, but we've got to be able to simplify it in stepping stones, for want of a better way to put it. That's what my realization is starting to understand.
Yeah, exactly. You're on point, Janice. Thank you so much for sharing that. Yeah, because we wanted to see the connection again when I mentioned about match. So you got to first understand, because come to my marketing masterclass where I will give you more opportunity to understand better about who you are, what you can do. You know, I always encourage people, I mean, like when you wanted to come up with a business, do something that you are already good at, or you already have all these resources. You can start somewhere from zero and then you can start learning it, but it might take time, because do something that you're passionate about, or you know, went through some experience. For instance, like Janice, you already wrote like 5 books. I tell you, there's so many people or coaches out there, including myself, wanting to learn how to write books. I have no idea. I tried so many times, it doesn't work. You know, probably is it because of my mindset? Is it because my write-up is not good, so I'm not that confident, those kind of thing. So there's so much gap. Can you see that? So much gap that you can start exploring. So going back into where how to speak to your market is very important. Why is it important? Because number one, you wanted to match whatever skills that you have with the right target market. When I say match here, means that it's not just match having that conversation, but also match in a way that you can help and support them. Because again, remember, as I mentioned just now, you know, remember the analogy of that group photo? What's in it for me? Meaning that when they come to you, it's not just coming to you and just watch you and then just be curious with you. They want something. And what is that? The result. I want the result. This is my problem. I know that Hasina can help me solve this problem. I got this backache for like 10 years. I went to so many doctors here and there. It doesn't work. So I believe Hasina can help me. My problem is I've been suffering for 10 years. Can you hear the language? Can you hear the suffer, the frustration in your target market? And what do you need to do now? Are you going to sit back, relax?
Now approach and help and solve the problem.
Exactly. So number one is, in order for you to speak, of course, you got to understand them first. You got to understand what are their problems, what are their issues. Hey, Nora, welcome. Hi, Nora. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, we just started with the second area about how to speak to your market. So let's dive in more, because now you understand. Yeah. So in terms of your target market, you wanted to communicate with them so that they feel like, my God, this person really understands me. This person really understands my struggle for 10 years. She really understands me. Have you had any experience where you went and see someone, this person is just wanting to sell, and then it's not listening to you? How do you feel?
Ugly.
This person really just want to fork out my money.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. And you do not want that to happen, because as what Jimmy was saying just now, I feel so passionate with what I'm doing. I believe my product can heal, can support so many people out there. I lose 5 kilos. That is my experience. And I know the struggle of reducing 5 kilos. I know, Jimmy. Even me, 1 kilo also will take like, oh my God, the guy. And that experience is where people will be very curious, especially your target market. Their question will be, how did he do that? Because the moment when people are curious, how can I be just like Jimmy, reduce 5 kilo? What will happen? Boom, match. And then you know, because you feel it. you feel the struggle of your target market. My gosh, losing 5 kilo, I've tried that for 20 years. And here is the man who will be able to support me and help me. Make sense to everyone? Okay, now, so let's go into how can you speak to your market? How will you do that? Because remember, have you had an experience when you're speaking to someone and then someone was just trying to sell their product and then they start talking about their products? How do you feel? You feel that that person doesn't care about you, just care about himself. Yeah. So this is why I train many of my clients also. If you want to talk about your products or services or your business, you can still talk about yourself, but without talking about yourself.
True.
Hopefully it's not confusing you guys. Yeah, this is all about psychology. You can still talk about yourself, but without talking about yourself. So this is the strategy where I'm going to help you guys a bit more to structure things up. So the first thing is where I would love to give you guys a bit of exposure in terms of the structure. Will that be okay? How many of you guys are interested to know more about that structure? Yeah, all good? Okay. So can I see some hands here that after this you agree that you're going to use that structure in all your business? Yep. Everyone agree? I can't see any more hands. Yep. Yeah. Awesome. So in marketing, we call it, have you guys heard about AIDA? AIDA?
No.
No? All right. So that's fine. So AIDA is one of the structure how you can start connecting with your ideal market so that it will be much more easier for you to speak to them in their language so that they feel the sense of belonging. They feel they are important. Okay, so put that in your mind. As a business owner or marketer, there's nothing wrong with that. People love that. People love when you really show that you care to that specific person. It doesn't matter what products that you're using. Okay, good. So what is AIDA stands for? AIDA. AIDA stands for attention. Firstly, you need to grab their attention. Because why? Because there's just too competitive in the market. You know, for instance, like Forever products, yeah, Jimmy? Forever Living, yeah.
Forever Living, yes.
Alora, so many people are selling those products already. So many people. So how are you going to grab that attention? So how to grab attention? One of the way is you can actually put like a very kind of like a statement which is important to them, or you can highlight with the word how to lose weight in 2 months without going back to your original weight, something like that.
So can you ask a question? I mean, the how question, like a what, a when, a why question rather than an actual how question?
Because normally when you use the word how, people become more curious. They wanted to know how to do that. Okay. So you will attract the attention. Okay. Okay. So not necessarily to use just the word how. You can language it depending on your market. What specific words that really trigger them, saying that, oh my God, that is what I really need from this person. Okay. Thank you. All good? So you got to be a bit more creative in terms of your attention, how to grab the attention, because as I said, the market is very competitive. So you got to be a bit more different in a way that how you're going to grab the attention. Number two is interest. So interest here is where your target market wanted to see the benefit that you can gain from your products or services. The moment they understand that they are clear that, my God, this is the benefit that I can get from Alora pen, is because it can heal my backache. This is the benefit that I can learn from Janice. I didn't know that I can just write a book in just 1 month. I thought it's 1 year. That's amazing. 1 month, I can already write my own book. Make sense? Because that is also considered benefit. Why is it a benefit? Because 1 year writing a book is just too long. People can't wait.
Unfortunately, it will take you a bit more than a month, but the plotting of it out will be a month. So.
All right. Yeah, but based on your experience, yeah, Janice, definitely. Definitely. So you got to highlight the benefit. Because remember, again, people come to you with a sad face. They know they have a problem. Like I had that conversation with Janice, yeah, Janice yesterday. Sometimes people know they have a problem, but they don't know what are their specific problem.
True.
You know what I mean? So the moment when you highlight the benefit, then only they become more clear. Yeah, I thought I have a shoulder ache. It's not shoulder. Now I can feel there's a backache here because it runs from here to my back. Now I can see Alora Pens, how the Alora Pens works because it helps my back pain and whatsoever. So highlight the benefit. Okay. So the D stands for desire. Okay, so this is, I'm going to give you guys a bit of tips here. So this going back into psychology again. So in marketing, it will be much more, you can attract and engage people wanting to work together with you if you also show that you understand their emotional desire. Why people wants to lose weight? For what reason? What is the emotional desire that they want? Is it because they just want to look nice? They can reduce wearing t-shirt from 12 to 8. Why? What is the underlying reason? Why people wants to lose weight?
Be healthy. To be healthy.
Okay, why do you want to be healthy?
Well, because of COVID-19, I don't want to get sick.
Okay.
And we can't do anything else. It's a lockdown in Malaysia. So I think I took the opportunity during lockdown to exercise more. And I did my detox. That's why I went down for 5 kilo. Now I still maintaining it. I think I'll be going down another kilo or so. So I'll
Nice.
go to my target.
So what JP is sharing emotionally, he feels good about himself, correct? What else? He feels self-confident. The
Yes.
self-esteem goes up. That is the emotional desire that people want. It's not just looking good. It's more than that. Why business owner wants to make money? Is it because just money? Is it because you want to get 200,000 per year? Is that all? What is the underlying? What is that? Share with me.
Of achievement.
Achievement, exactly. So when it comes to achievement, Dora, what does that mean?
Does that mean a sense of achievement that, oh, emotions. Okay. In terms of emotions, sense of you feel good about yourself, you know?
It's fulfilling, isn't it?
Ah, okay.
It's not just happy. Happy is just part of the energy, but if it's fulfill you, how do you feel? Wow.
Excited, elated, and all that.
Exactly. So what you're saying here is that, yes, I can do it. And what is that telling you?
You're good enough.
I'm good enough. I'm worthy. Desire. It's so cool, isn't it? When it comes to understanding about human psychology. So as I mentioned just now, guys, it's not just benefit. It must go underlying of the reasoning behind it. And the last one is, we call it an action. So which means that you as a marketer nowadays, so I'm just sharing with you guys, marketers nowadays, the way how you market your products or services needs to change a bit now. Because if you were to look at for the past 30 years, 40 years, we call it as a mass marketing. What does mass marketing means? Meaning you promote your products in television, in radio, billboard. You're like, everybody just look at it. But you have no idea who are actually interested, and you can convert as quickly as you can, correct? However, nowadays, because of the technology, don't stop until just promoting. Don't stop as what Nurul Ain were doing. You are doing the right thing, Nurul, in a way that, however, your level of posting all those products is on the awareness level. There are multiple levels that you have to go through. You can't just stop post. Anyone interested? Because people are aware, but you haven't put another effort to engage. Engage here means that I've got to talk to Nurul. I've got to ask her a bit more. So people will start PM you, DM you. You want that. What does that mean? It means like you are converting cold market to the warm market and become hottest market. How do you convert that? Slowly, by speaking to them, engaging with you so that they can trust you. That's the reason why I always share this with everyone, you know, because sometimes clients, when they come to you or your prospect comes to you, you know, they're interested in your product, but they will not say yes to you now. Because they are still searching and wanting to feel certain that, hey, Janice is the one. But I need to search a bit more here and there so that I feel that certainty that Janice is the one that is matched with me, that can help me. So meaning what I'm trying to say, yeah, for instance, like Nurul just now, posting is one step where you are on the first initial step. You're not going through the next step yet. You got to go through few steps before you convert. Because when people are aware, you cannot tell during that time. They will just turn off.
Yeah.
What is this person doing? I just wanted to know about your products. And now she's selling me. I have no idea who's this Nurul. You know, I do not want to purchase yet because I'm not committed yet. I'm not certain with this Nurul. Who is she? What did she do? You know, so you got to start make them warmer by, again, where I'm going to teach you how to speak to your market. So anyone very curious how to do that? How to speak about your product or services without talking about you? Awesome. So this is what we're going to do, where I'm going to help you and help you to come up with the script. When you speak to your market, it sounds like you're talking about yourself, but you're not. So when your market listen to you, it was like, oh my God, this person really understands what I want. So you can actually structure it up. Very simple. Let's start with business, your product or services, and benefit or goals, and benefit goals, and then admitted desire. Okay, and then the last one is your mission or vision. Can you guys see from here? Is it good? Okay. So this first two is introducing you. So when you introduce yourself, let's say for instance, like that's the reason why I encourage people, yeah, because especially in all this technology, I know sometimes it can be quite challenging for people to, I would say, showcase yourself, you know, put yourself out there. But I tell you, the technology, especially the social platform, if you know how this social platform works, okay, so if you want to get more reach, people can see you in social media, you got to be out there either with videos or live videos. Posting, as what Nurul was saying just now, Nurul, there's nothing wrong with you. Actually, posting is good. However, the social media has its own algorithm, has its own calculation.
Yeah.
So meaning that if you post, it's not that people are not interested with your product. They cannot see in their newsfeed. They can't. You know, the three big company that is conquering and monopolizing the platform: YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Microsoft, Apple. What's the other one? Microsoft, Apple. Who's taking Google. Google, the ownership is on Facebook and Instagram. These big three making money. They will not just allow you to hang out and play around and make millions. They are playing the game. So we got to understand how they play the games. Am I scaring you off or not? At least I give you a bit of idea here. So that's what Nurul feeling very frustrated. Nurul, as I said, it's nothing to do with you. People cannot see your newsfeed. If you want to reach out there, live videos, and videos or live videos is one thing to reach more reach, and now it's going crazy because TikTok is now competing with Instagram. And what is Instagram doing now? They are coming out with Reel. Have you seen Reel in Instagram? Go ahead and have a look. Because now Instagram, because it wanted to compete with TikTok, so because Instagram is from Google, of course, they have so much money. Because TikTok hasn't been owned by any big company. So they have this prediction that TikTok will not be there forever. But you know, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube will be much more stable platform. So what I'm trying to say, guys, be good in one of those platforms. So going back with Reel in Instagram, what they did is you will get more reach when you play around with their latest feature. So if you're still doing all those old features, you will not be in the game. People can't see you. That's the truth. And now Facebook is going crazy. Nowadays, you can see, even though you post, even like viewers and everything, you can't, not many people will be able to view. So meaning what I'm trying to say, you got to be more consistent in putting in more videos, more live videos, more content and everything. So going back to Instagram, is a new feature called Reel, R-E-E-L. It's a 15-second. If there's 15-second where you can come up with your video, nice, what do I say? Nice music and everything. Do you know what? Many people have done that. So people, sometimes they only have like 2,000 followers, now can reach even until 200,000 followers. Because why? When the moment when you put into your videos into Reel, so the system of the Instagram will push you up and reach you to your market. That's how it works now. Interesting, yeah? So what I'm trying to say here, guys, in marketing, is not just, this is what I said. Please don't do things just by following other people are doing. You know, one size doesn't fit all. So you got to be very curious and educate a bit of yourself. Why this is not happening? Why is that not happening? Because of, you know, all these changes that is happening. So if you really want to go far in social media, you got to always update yourself. You know, how the social platform actually play around. So for me, I do both. I don't just spend only on social media, because I do a bit of networking. I do a bit of speaking gig. That's how I actually bring out my brand image. So I don't put 100% only on social media. Is it making sense to everyone? So it's your choice how you are going to be in that game. It's still in the game, guys. We are still in the game. So going back to business and product and services, this is where you can start languaging. Who are you? Okay, here you can say, hi, my name is Jimmy. I am the founder of what company? Hi, my name is Nora. I'm a founder of the name of your company. That's it. Okay. And through my okay, so hi, my name is Nurul Ain. I'm the founder, I'm the CEO, I'm the marketer, I'm the designer of what company? And then, and through my, you list down what are the products that you are actually selling. And through my, for instance, for myself, trainings and workshop and also one-on-one coaching, you know, and through my, what else? My organic products, anything that is relevant to your product. Okay. Now let's go with the next one, benefit. You can start with saying, I help people like you. Then insert minimum, okay, minimum 3 benefits. Why? I help people like you to reduce weight. I help people like you to improve feeling overwhelmed with yourself. I help people like you to have a better complexion. I help people like you to be able to sleep more peacefully at night, whatever. So list down at least 3 benefits. Why, guys? Why?
So that they have a choice. More spectrum.
Okay, to have a choice. What else?
More spectrum. Cover more area, more spectrum.
Okay, so put yourself in their shoes now, your prospect, right? And they just come to you with the thinking, what's in it for me? How can you solve my problem? Because if you just give one benefit, it doesn't give them that certainty yet. You know what I mean? So you need to get them to say 3 yeses, and then they feel like, yeah, this is for me, psychologically. Yes, this is my problem. This is the benefit that I want to target. Yes, this is another benefit. I want to stop procrastinating. I want to be consistent in my business. I want to make more money. Yes, yes, yes. And you feel good with yourself, isn't it? Yeah. So I help people like you, or even it depends. It depends on if you're selling products, for instance, like you're selling cookies. So selling cookies is not like helping people.
Yeah, they feel better after they eat.
Yeah. So you can change a bit. I offer gluten-free cookies that can, I don't know, help with your allergy. You can give this as a gift, that kind of thing. So you just have to play around with it. However, can you see how the words is putting on your market? It's not you. It doesn't show that you're selfish with yourself. You're talking about yourself. Is that making sense? Yeah.
Yep.
So admitted desire. So admitted desire here, again, as I mentioned just now, AIDA, the desire is connect more emotionally. What is the underlying? So one of the where you can identify the admitted desire is when you observe your potential market, when they share with you their problems. What are their underlying problems again? So I've given you guys example just now, right? They wanted to feel confident. Why do they want to lose weight? So that you can feel confident with themselves. They feel that the sense of belonging. Why you want to have a clear complexion? Let's say, for instance, like your market have problems, skin problem. It's not just they want to feel beautiful and pretty. What else? The self-esteem. Because they want to be the sense of belonging. Human being, they want to be accepted in the society. Have you had that experience, or have you seen people out there who kind of like having all this disadvantage, for instance, like skin problem and everything? They have like pimples, big pimples and so on. Do you think that they have a lot of pain in them? A lot. It's not just the skin, it's their self-confidence, their self-esteem, because they feel that they are not fitting in the society. Or even like big size people, they feel that they're not fitting in. So if you can actually help them to identify in terms of their admitted desire, can you see how they actually change in terms of their perspective towards you?
Yeah, makes sense.
So again, I just want to give you guys the tips. So this is just the structure, guys. But when you communicate with them, have that in your mind. When you communicate with them, however, with love and compassion, and also your passion. It must come from within you. As what Jimmy was saying just now, I believe my products can help people. So when you language this, make sure you language from your heart. No, not just language it because I want to make money. I want these people to really pay me. This is how much I charge. It's not that at the moment, because when people value you, they don't mind to pay you. How is that resonating with you guys?
Yeah.
Do you feel that this is something that you can start doing it in your business?
Yep.
Share with me. What are your thoughts?
You actually connect with people in a different level. I'm working with a lady from Vietnam at the moment, and she just wants to get confidence. And it's just interesting watching what I see as something simple, but it's actually meeting her desire. It's meeting her needs. It's meeting everything, and we've stepped it out.
Yep.
So yeah, it's a good feeling all round. It's a good feeling all round.
I love what you're sharing also, Janice, because this remind me of the book by Dale Carnegie. So if you guys haven't read this book, you guys must read this book. It's just amazing because he is sharing a very simple step, you know, how you can influence and make people to like and wanting to work together with you. And one of the simple tips he said, like, you got to remember your prospect or your customer's name. Even sometimes their name is hard to pronounce, but if you put an effort to pronounce it right, how do you feel? How do you think the market will feel? My God, I feel so special. You know, all this while, you know, I'm sharing you guys something. I just bought this coffee just now.
Right, your name.
Jasmin. Finally, they spell my name correctly. After 2 years of a loyal customers, they either put Yasmin with E at the end or J, Jasmine. I was like so proud and tell my kids, my God, finally, after 2 years. How is that resonating with you guys?
Yeah, makes sense.
Makes sense, yeah? So people want to feel special. And another thing he was saying, they just smile. If you guys, it's like you just have to practice every day. Smile. Can I see all the smile now? Do you know there are so many people out there, it's just too hard to smile? Have you had any experience being with someone? Oh my God, can you just smile at one? Just for the sake of just one time in your life? Have you had past that type of people? Smile.
It's a forgotten art.
I was like, when I read this book, I was like, oh my God. That's why, as I mentioned, marketing is not hard. It's easy. It's just that awareness level, because the moment when you are aware and you approach it in a way that you know, you understand your prospect very well, this is how you speak to your market. And they will connect. So for instance, like for myself, I always share, like for instance, like Nora, you already know, because I always mention this, even here today, because I know majority of you guys, even you, Janice, I haven't seen you face to face before. Even Hasina also, I met you once, Hasina through online, and also Nura Ain. We haven't met, right? Even Jimmy also, we haven't met face to face.
Yeah.
And how is that connection now? Do you trust me?
Yes, I know you so well.
Yeah, Jimmy has been following me like 2 years already.
1 year.
1 year, okay, 1 year, 1.5 years.
For 1 year.
Oh, awesome.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So
Yep.
this is the thing. So as I said, because I understand my market very well. So when I do trainings and workshop, it took me only 5 minutes to connect, because I understand them and I smile. Even though sometimes I'm quite nervous, I just smile. You know, sometimes I stutter or I stuck or I forgot what to say, smile. Or I make jokes with people. Have fun, guys. Have fun with your market. So I just remember one of the group I work together with. So she just posted me because she's going to give all us the nickname. And then you know what? She put my name as Dr. Fun.
Good one.
Dr. Fun, having fun with me. All right. So here you can put in whether you are looking. Okay, what are those admitted desire? Okay, I'll give you guys an example. Then after that, you can do this exercise by yourself. And then you can start posting in EQ in business, anything, so I can provide you some feedback. Okay, so let's say, for instance, like you're selling a health product. Okay, so hi, my name is Yasmin. I'm the founder of Healthy Something Product. And through my organic drinks, let's say, or organic cereal. Okay, so, and through my organic drinks product, so I help people like you. What are some of the benefits that you think organic drinks product? Probably to improve your weight loss. There's one benefit. To improve your complexion. So I help people like you. Probably what else? Healthy drink.
Keep you awake.
Reduce weight.
Keep you awake.
Yeah. Sorry?
Keep you awake.
Keep me awake?
Coffee.
Coffee. All right. Something benefit is more like more you can
Alert.
see how do I say it? It's more of your products, how you give the benefits, your products to them. Okay, so that is the benefit, because the admitted desire is what they are thinking, what your prospect are thinking about their problems, not you are thinking. Is this making sense? Okay, so admitted desire is always come from the perspective of your market. It's not you. Yeah. So again, going through and through my organic drinks product, I help people like you to have a clear complexion. I help people like you to improve your weight. I help people like you, what else? To start a new chapter in your life. Anything. Okay. So whether you are looking, let me see, whether you are looking to be more confident with yourself in terms of the result that you gain, or to overcome that problem where you've been searching for almost 10 years, whatever. So these are all the admitted desire. Because normally admitted desire, sometimes they have problems for quite a long period of time, and they got just very frustrated with it. So you have to understand, these are the things, for instance, like business owners. So how many of you guys feel very frustrated doing marketing over and over again and still not getting the result? As what Nurul Ain was saying just now, I've been posted here, I've been posted there, nobody interested to purchase. And I can hear that frustration. True, Nurul? Is that what you're feeling?
Yeah, and also, you know, in this networking business, I have to PM personal. For one day, I PM 10 people, 10, 10, 10, and then after 1 month, oh my God, I'm so frustrated. You know, my testimony about the product benefit, and then after some people, they just ask the price, and then when they know the price, suddenly disappear.
Yep. So one of the strategy, yeah, Nurul, I'll give you, is it okay? I'll give you one of the strategies. So this is how I did it with my prospect, okay? Because sometimes they PM me, they DM me. What I did is I do a video.
Oh, video.
So I take a video of myself where I communicate with that person and I use her name. Hi, Claudia, how are you? It's Dr. Raji Yasmin. Thank you so much for your message. I did that, and then I post them in the whatever PM where they message you. I do that because sometimes people, they want to know more who you are. They want to feel. So if you can see my website and everything, that's the reason why I connect people very fast. Because when they speak to me, sometimes they always say this to me, you know, I feel like I know you for about 20 years already. Because they saw me on all those platforms, because I always communicate. You know, I speak, I do live videos, I do my videos, I post. That's okay. People doesn't want to hear, doesn't want to listen. Actually, people did observe. People did listen. It's just that sometimes we thought that, people are not interested with me. Oh my God, there's only less viewers. And you'll be surprised, some people are actually following you. They know what you're doing every single day if you are actually posting what you're doing.
They just like CCTV, you mean?
Yes, Janice?
So when you're doing a video, do you do a number of different videos per social media, or do you do one video and post it to all social media?
Okay, so this is my suggestion, Janice. Very good question. So when you do video, because sometimes this is what we call repurpose. So sometimes, you know, like for instance, you are doing an interview session with someone. Okay.
Yep.
So you can get someone to edit.
Yep.
And have like a few seconds of your videos that might be related to Instagram, because we got to understand different platform has different rules. For instance, like Instagram, you can post a video or you can have IGTV whatsoever, but now because of Reel, it goes like only 15 seconds.
Okay.
So you can cut and edit some of the videos somewhere, and then you can repurpose in your Instagram. However, I think in LinkedIn also, I think it shouldn't be that long. But in YouTube, you can just post it in YouTube and then have it like a 1 hour session, those kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So which means that anything that you guys are doing, for instance, like again, going back to either Jimmy or Nuro or even Nora also, because sometimes when you do, I don't know, like for instance, like Alora, because sometimes you got your mentor that they are actually talking about the products and everything, right? Let's say, for instance, like Nuro, you have your own leaders, right? And then you have this Zoom session. So you can record that session. And then after that, you can start doing some editing and then you can post, repurpose in some of your social platforms. So you're not wasting time thinking like, oh my God, I have to come up with this video just for the sake of this content. So repurpose it, meaning that one specific video, you can actually repurpose in multiple different social media. Make sense, everyone? All good?
Yep.
So I hope this helped in terms of giving you a bit of practice and awareness level also, how you can actually start speaking to your market.
Yep.
Even when you do networking, they will ask, hey, Nora, what do you do? And then you start thinking, hi, I'm doing this. And through my coaching program, so I help. I always use the word every time when people ask me, hey, Yasmin, what do you do? Oh, I help business women, blah, blah, blah. With this benefit, and then these are all the desired outcome. I did not say, oh, I'm a business coach. In fact, I rarely introduce myself. I'm a business coach. I'm a marketing coach. I rarely do that. I always start with, oh, hi, my name is Yasmin. Yeah, I'm a founder of EQBiz Academy. So I normally help all these female entrepreneurs. How do you feel when you introduce yourself or someone introduce themselves as the script here? How do you feel?
It's a good script.
And then you feel that, oh my God, if it's really hit in terms of your problems and this is the benefit that you really want, what would they do?
I want to work with you.
I want to connect with you. What is your website address? Give me your website address now. What is your mobile number? So I just had this conversation, this person, so she just interviewed me about a few days ago. So the same thing, I use this concept during the interview session. I use this almost similar concept, you know, not so much about myself. And then at the last of the session, she said, Yasmin, what is your website address? I need to know more about what you do. I'm very interested because I hit in terms of her pain point and also this is the result that she wants. Good, loving it.
Perfect.
Yes.
What is the mission at the bottom of that?
Right, so this is the mission where every single one of you guys must have your strong stand on what you believe in. So this is where, for instance, for myself, I always have this belief where every single one of you guys have your own true potential. You got to just go be out there and voice, you know, yourself out there, believing that you can help and support many women or many people out there. For instance, like I'm here to make you believe that everything is possible.
Yep.
So if you believe that is part of your mission, highlight that. I'm here to make you believe that everything is possible in one condition that you want to change. You know, that kind of thing. So it's kind of like, my goodness, this really resonates with me. And also this is how you can close in terms of matching between you and your target market. Thank you so much, Janice, for that question. I forgot with the last one, mission.
Yep. And actually, I'm writing up my business plan at the moment, so I'm going to perfect my mission statement with my vision statement into that point.
Awesome.
That will be very strong.
Awesome. Yeah. So this is my invitation to everyone. So if you haven't registered yet for my marketing masterclass, and I think majority of you guys have registered, right? Yeah. So if not, just PM me, then I give you guys the link. Then you guys can register. I think Hasina, you also have registered, right? Janice, you have registered. Jimmy, yes. Nora, I'm not so sure about Nurul Ain, but definitely later I'll give you the link. So any question with this conversation today? So share with me what's in your mind, what is in your thought, and how is this actually can help benefit yourself or your business. Share with me before I let you go.
I think for me personally, it's all about the timing, because it's not that I have not heard a layout of this caliber before, but I think it's the timing of the information that's coming back to me through you that I'm saying, why on earth have I stalled? And I know that's mindset, but so I'm now ready to hear it in a different level.
Definitely. Yeah.
So
And
that's
the
a
most
bonus.
important thing, remember when I mentioned just now, hit the target, hit the target, hit the target. Even though I'm giving you this script, many people will say, huh, it's easy, I can do it. But how many people will practice it? How many people will practice and do it and see the result? So I would say, like, I wanted to bring another awareness to you guys. No matter whatever strategies that you are given, make sure you use and practice it and then see whether you are getting the result or not. Yeah. So Jimmy, yes, Jimmy.
Yeah, I will draft my intro, then I will take your comment later. Using all this, using your method here. I
Yeah.
will draft my
So in fact, you can use it when you come up with your own video. When you wanted to introduce yourself, you can put it in your website. So if you look at my website, I use this script actually.
Thank you.
And it's very, very valuable. Even though sometimes you feel like, oh my gosh, doing my video, oh my gosh, I do not want to see my face there. Oh my gosh, you know, like this is where another thing that I wanted to give the awareness level to everyone. Because of the technology, guys, personal branding is very important now. It's not about commodity, it's not about products anymore, it's about you. So you got to be out there and, you know, project your brand image, your own personality. There's nothing wrong with that, because if you have your own stand here, your mission here is so strong, there's nothing wrong for you to go out there and introduce. People like you, they will stay with you. People doesn't like you, that's fine, go and find someone else. You know what I mean?
Right.
Thank you so much for your time. So anyone else who would love to share anything, or I can just stay for a while if you guys have any question. I'm happy to answer any of your question.
I can share.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just like Janice, I think this is not my first time listening to all this. So it's, because I've been with you for a while, so I realized the framework of the ESIP. I'm still working out my E, you know, so like we've spoken about this, that repurpose and whatnot. So I guess I still have to work on my E, because I feel that, do I really have something valuable to share? And when that comes in, you know, that's when I'm stuck with my content. So this week I am right now, I am aware of that, and I'm also working on it.
Yes.
So working on it is
I love
something
that.
taking action is enough.
Yeah, exactly. Nora, what you're saying, and I want to highlight to Hasina, to Nuro, and Jimmy also. So come to my marketing masterclass, get your friends, family members, whoever who interested, because I wanted to share with you guys the gap. There's a 3 C's that I'm going to share in the marketing masterclass, because as what Nora was saying, so I'm not going to explain it now, but based on my experience when I work together with my client, because some client, they kind of like progress very fast. Some client might take time, but now I understand that this 3 C is the reason why some people are progressing and some people are not. So if you really want to know what are those 3 C's, so you must come to my marketing masterclass, and also get your friends also to join. And I'm happy to share that 3 secret that finally I started to realize, my gosh, this is the reason why. Some people are doing so well in their business. Some people kind of like in between, you know, there's a reason behind it. Awesome. So thank you so much, guys. So I'll see you guys in marketing masterclass. And there's another topic.
On the 3rd, right?
Huh?
The 3rd July,
yeah,
right?
On the 3rd. So that one, it will be like more bigger framework. So I'm going to share with you, but you're going to love that framework, because that one, once you use that system, it works in any kind of business. So I just started to learn this from my mentor as well. I was like, damn, this is so good. I have to share with you guys also. Okay. I see you guys next week. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.